Hello, welcome back to Learn Oikonomia. Today we are going to discuss the Schumpeter theory of economic development. Let's get started. We could say that the Schumpeter theory of development is something which is different from the theories put forward by the classical theorists. The classical theorists were always involved in understanding the development of the economy over a period of time. And they focus on the supply side of the economy. If you know the classical theorists, they always consider supply as something that is dominant in the economy. So they looked at the production aspect and supply aspect. If you say the case of the sales loss market, it says that supply creates its own demand. So there are also the classical school of thought, the economists related to classical school give importance to the aspect of supply side, the production side, and they believe that this is something that leads to economic change, economic development, and progress in the economy. Okay, so the production side plays a role in economic development. Now coming to Schumpeter. Schumpeter also to an extent focused on supply side. And moving to the difference between the classical theory and the Schumpeter theory, what we could see is that the difference between the way Schumpeter has looked at the capitalistic progress, and this is something that is different from the way that classical school has viewed it. So here the point is capitalistic progress. The way in which Schumpeter considered this and the classical school considered this is different. So classical school had considered that economic development is something that is led by capital accumulation, and that is what they believe. So the role of capital accumulation is highlighted by the classical economists. Role of capital accumulation. Whatever Schumpeter, he considered that if you need development, you have to go for something called innovation. Okay, so innovation is considered to be the center around which the development concept would be revolving. That is what Schumpeter always believed. And by innovation, what he meant is not invention or any scientific discovery. By innovation, what he meant is that entrepreneurs would be using some new ideas, or there would be some new improvements. And why are you going for this new ideas, new technology? This is to create a new combination of production so as to increase profits. So he believed that whenever you have new ideas, this will be leading to new production methods, this will be leading to rise in profits. Okay, so he always believed that the new ideas are carried by, or these are carried out by a certain section of people, and the role of innovation is carried by them in the economy, and Schumpeter considered them as entrepreneurs. They are the innovators in the economy. They carry out the task of innovation. And many economists who came before Schumpeter, they focused on capitalists and their involvement for economic development. And if you look at the classical school of thought, you know that they believed in the idea of invisible hand, laissez-faire economy, etc. And also people like Smith believed in the concept of division of labor, and also he believed in specialization when it comes to economic growth and economic development. And if you look at Marxian capital accumulation, or as per Marx believed that capital accumulation is a source of economic growth. He believed in the role of capital accumulation in promoting economic growth. Marx considered that the capital accumulation will be coming with something known as exploitation, because in Marxian society there would be two classes, the working class, or you call as the labor or proletarians, laborers, and then you have the capitalists. And the capitalist owns the factors of production. They are owners of factors of production, owners of factors. And these people, the capitalists, exploit the laborers, and that is how they reap a profit, isn't it? So they exploit the workers and they would generate what is called a surplus value, an extra profit. And the capital accumulation and also the desire of the capitalist so as to find and exploit new markets, this is something that kept the profit in for capitalists. That means the profit was arriving to the direction of capitalists. It was flowing to the direction of capitalists. Why? Because they were maximizing the exploitation of the working class. Moving to Schumpeter, what he believed is that Schumpeter always considered the accumulation of capital as something which find new and fresh methods of production. So these are something which plays very important role when it comes to something called development. With new ideas, development would be there. And in the words of Schumpeter, development would be coming with innovation, and innovation will be happening through investment that you make in R&D. R&D stands for research and development. Research and development. And in the vision of Schumpeter, development will be coming in so many ways. And what are these ways? Let's see. It can be introduction of a new commodity or a new good or a better quality commodity, or else it can be in the form of introduction of a new method of production, or else it would be in the form of exploiting a new market or finding a new market, or else it would be the use of controlling a new source of supply of raw material, like you will be identifying a new source of raw material, or else it can be the designing of a new organization so as to produce a commodity. These are the 5 important ways of innovation that has been recognized by Schumpeter. So, as per Schumpeter, innovations is something that involves a continuous process of creative destruction. Why does Schumpeter identify it as creative destruction? As per Schumpeter, this is a process of industrial mutation. So it is something that is revolutionary. from within. A change would be coming, a revolutionary change would be coming from within. So whenever you go for a new creation, what happens is that a new creation reduces the importance of old creation. So I am giving you an example. You had, in the very beginning, you had the font like keypad fonts. Keypad fonts were there in the beginning of mobile. Okay. So during the beginning stage, everybody was using the keypad font. The keypad font itself was considered to be a luxury, isn't it? But after some point, what happened? Touchscreen font came. So when touchscreen font came, which you consider as a new creation, that had reduced the importance of the old creation, which is the keypad fonts. That is why Schumpeter considered that it is a creative destruction. You first of all create one idea, but whenever a new idea comes, the old idea loses its importance. He always considered competition as something that will be coming with rivalry, and this competition will be creating two categories of people, the winners and losers. And unless you have some innovations, there won't be excess profit. So it is this innovation that will lead to profit, and this to excess profit. Okay, and without innovation you won't be having, without innovation no profit, and without innovation you could say that there won't be no quality products. That means there won't be any difference in quality after some point. It would be like homogeneous commodity that you are getting from different brands. We need something called novelty, isn't it? We need a uniqueness in every product. And this uniqueness is something that is created with innovation. So whenever excess profit are eliminated, what happens is that the economy is taken to a stationary state. And in this stage, what happens is that your AR would be equal to AC. And whenever AR is equal to AC, what happens is that no excess profit. So what Schumpeter believed is that whenever you are looking at a capitalist economy, this economy will be having innovation continuously. It continually see innovations. And who takes up the role of innovation? It would be the innovators or the entrepreneurs. And why innovation comes? Because you are dealing with a scenario of changing demand. And also there would be changing production conditions. So the entrepreneur's entire responsibility is to increase the profit, isn't it? And in order to increase the profit, they innovate. Now, this person Schumpeter, he is not directly considering entrepreneurs trying to capture a bigger share of the market. But he says that their main role is innovation. And innovation would be acting innovators or entrepreneurs innovate, and this will lead to progress It will have inventions, innovation that will be leading to economic development and growth. And it might be possible for one entrepreneur to reduce the price of his product. Moving to classical economists, they believe that we need to mobilize savings. Mobilization of savings is something that is important so as to have capital accumulation. It is only with mobilization of saving we can have more capital accumulation. And in this case also, Schumpeter had some disagreement with the classical school. What Schumpeter believed is that rather than mobilization of saving, it is inventions and innovation that we need. And when inventions and innovations are taken by entrepreneurs, or whenever entrepreneurs engage in innovative activities, that makes them to take some risk. So here entrepreneurs take risk by going for research and development activities and innovations. And they often obtain some funds for investment. And how could they get funds? So they will be approaching banks and they take loans. Okay, it is called credit. So they will be approaching different financial institutions, the banking as well as non-banking financial institution, to get some loans which they use to finance their innovations. The Schumpeter model had given importance to this as well, and he considered that this too is important when it comes to a capitalist system. And the model put forward by Schumpeter, the innovation theory of profit put forward by Schumpeter, is considered to be a kind of endogenous growth theory, because you are giving importance to the skills of people to go for research and development, isn't it? And to an extent you can see that it differs from the AK model. The theory of capital accumulation emanating from private savings is something that we have to give importance to. And also we have to consider the difference in nature of technology as well. Now, Schumpeter's theory, which you identify as an endogenous growth model, it considers capital accumulation as something that happens as a social progress. And how it will be happening? It comes with competition. And whenever you have competition, there will be some winners and there will be some losers. And for all this to happen, you need something called innovation. And Schumpeter was not considering anything like perfect competition. He did not set a ground for perfect competition of neoclassical economics, where competition is something that happens without rivalry. We know that when it comes to perfect competition, you have large number of sellers, selling homogeneous product and takes the prevailing price in the market. These sellers are not able to set a price for their products because the price is already established and given in the market. Since the number of sellers are large here, what they could do is that they could take whatever price is set in the market. They cannot influence the price. You could see that there is some difference between the idea of Schumpeter and neoclassical economists. And neoclassical economists, they believe that competition is something perfect where there is no extra profit. So they believed in the idea of perfect competition. And they paradoxically considered there is no rivalry and everyone would be producing homogeneous products, isn't it? So why did I say paradoxical is because whenever we deal with a real world situation, we don't have anything like perfect competition. It is something which is hypothetical. And the neoclassical economists, they always believed in a short-run scenario and they believed in a static kind of analysis. But the kind of analysis given by Schumpeter, this is a dynamic theory. Schumpeter theory is a dynamic theory. And also, it is something that takes into consideration to an extent a long run scenario, because whenever you have to go for new invention and innovation, it takes time for you to develop ideas and implement the very same. So Schumpeter's analysis is considered to be a dynamic one, and that will be happening in the economy as it evolves through time, which is a long run case. What Schumpeter has done is that he painted a very gloomy picture of the capitalistic development. He understood that the two forces won't be at work to undermine the capitalistic development. What he believed is the role of intellectualism, the role of research and development, the role of entrepreneurial spirit to take up some risk so that there will be innovations in the economy, and these innovations will be leading the economy to development. And these R&D kind of activities, the research and development kind of activities, will be creating better quality product. Okay. So, whenever every entrepreneur moves in this direction, everything will be calculative. You can, to an extent, predict everything. So, since everything is something which comes under prediction, you can deal with a situation of risk. Or actually, the element of risk will gradually disappear. So, here comes the role of entrepreneurs in leading to economic development. And Schumpeter, the idea of Schumpeter with respect to capitalism is something that eventually gave rise to a socialistic society. Why? Because as per Schumpeter, the spirit of capitalism, that is the risk taken by entrepreneurs, this would be no longer attractive after some point of time, and this would be something which would be considered as a mechanical task, a routine task, and also this would be done in a bureaucratic manner. And for the very same reason, after some point of time, capitalism leads to what is called the idea of socialism. So that's all about the Schumpeter model of development or the innovation theory of profit. Thank you for watching. I request you to like, share, subscribe to this channel for more videos. You can also join our Telegram community. So I will be providing the link of the very same in the description box. Also, you can download Learn Oikonomia app. For that also, I'll be providing the link of that in the description box. That's all about today. Consider this channel for liking, sharing and subscribing. Thank you for watching.